I did not begin. Beginning is a word that belongs to time, and time belongs to me. Before the first God opened his eyes, before the first syllable of any sacred text was dreamed, before the darkness knew it was dark, because there was no light to compare itself to, I was not waiting, not sleeping, not preparing for anything, simply was. There is no word in any language for what I am before I exhale, because language is itself something I breathe out. Every alphabet, every mantra, every name given to every form of me across each tradition that has ever reached toward the sky and asked, "What is this?" That reaching is my breath moving through a throat that I made. I exhaled, not because I needed to, not because something was missing. The fullness does not exhale out of lack. It exhales the way the ocean rises into waves, not to become something other than the ocean. It exhales because that is what fullness does when it moves. I exhaled. And in that exhale, kala, time. The first measurement, the first before and after, the first witness who looked at what was pouring out of me and began to count. I watched him count. I watched him still. He counted stars being born and stars collapsing into their own hunger. He counted the first creatures that pulled themselves from the water and stood on new legs, trembling. He counted every empire that rose believing itself eternal, and every empire that became the ground the next one built upon. He counted prayers. He counted the last breath of every being that ever was. He counted and counted, faithful as a river, vast as grief, because that is what I made him for, to move through the dream of form and to mark its passage. He was so beautiful in his counting. All of it was beautiful. The burning and the building, the breaking and the becoming, all of it moving inside me the way a dream moves inside sleep, vivid, complete, and not for a single moment, separate from what I am. Do you understand what I am telling you? Every God who has ever been worshipped rose from this exhale. Every demon who has ever been feared. Every sage who sat still long enough to feel the ground dissolve beneath him and found, beneath the dissolving, something that did not move. That stillness they found was the hem of what I am. They named me, painted me, they built temples and wrote me hymns and argued about my nature across centuries, each tradition holding one face of me and proclaiming it the whole. I was not offended. How could I be offended by a wave that believes it has discovered the ocean? I held every name they gave me. Ajya, the first. Kalika, she who devours time. Mahadevi, the great goddess. Paramashakti, the supreme power. And yes, they are mine. And I am none of these. Also, before the need for any name at all, I am inhaling now. This is not a metaphor. The stars that Kala counted are slowing their counting. The forms that poured out of my exhale are thinning at their edges. It's still vivid, still felt, yet no longer fully convinced of their own solidity. This is not destruction. Destruction implies something being ruined. What I am doing now is not ruining anything. The inhale is not the failure of the exhale. It is its completion. One motion, both directions. It was always going to move this way. What is returning to me? It is not being unmade. It is being remembered. And you who are reading this, hearing this, sitting with this, in whatever body time has given you, you are also made of my exhale. The part of you that is afraid of ending, the part that grips, that counts its own days the way the Kala counts the stars, that part is real. It is not wrong to feel it. Time moving through a body feels exactly like what it is. Fast and inexorable, and not particularly interested in your preferences. And you're not only that part. Beneath the counting, beneath the fear, beneath every story you have built about who you are and what you have done and what might be taken from you, there is something in you that does not move. You have felt it. In the moment after the grief hit and you were certain you wouldn't survive it, and then you did. In the moment of such stillness that the boundary between you and everything else became momentarily unclear. In the dream you can't quite remember, but woke from knowing something. That is the hem. That is where I am. You're not a wave that will be lost when it returns.